back to the Football Flynn Show. We are back from Dublin. I'm just after finishing my junior cert, and as all you know, the Euro 2024 is coming up. So I thought, let's do a fantasy team. Then of course we can do our predictions or whatever. But that's probably going to be another video because I'll probably rant on for half an hour. But um, we're going to do a Euro fantasy team today because I want to beat my friends at it. I did the Premier League fantasy this year, stopped after about 2 weeks because you weren't really playing it that much. But this isn't going to last that long, so we may as well do it, and then we'll set up a league at the end of it, and you can join if you want, the viewers. So that's really it. But let's get into it now. So as I was saying, I've barely done my Premier League fantasy team, so I hope this is different. I changed it a couple of weeks, and after that it was we'll just leave it at that stage. So I've got a wee bit of an idea of our team and what to do, but I'm still a wee bit iffy on who to pick, and also I've got like a wee bit of it lined out, but because it's obvious the players you have to have in this team. So let's just get into it now. We'll start off with the goalkeepers because the forwards and attackers and the midfielders are the best part, really. The defenders and goalkeepers, no one really cares about. They keep clean sheets. But so as you can see, the price, Donnarumma is up here at the 6 million. You can sort it low to high. He's probably going to be my first keeper, actually, by Ian Deere. He's Turkey. He played for Man United, I think, was he, or on loan, or anyways. I think he was at one of the Turkish clubs, but he's going to be my first one because he might actually play for Turkey. Probably not, but he's 4 million, and that means I can spend the rest of the money on the bigger players, really, because all I need is one keeper. And then the second keeper I have down here is you have the likes of the Mike Maignan, Manuel Neuer for Germany. Germany, the home favourites. They've got their first game in Scotland, the opening game in the Euros, Friday night. Comment down below if you want to see me do a live video to that. But a live watch along. But then you've got like Donnarumma, who had a magnificent Euro 2020. I remember getting his team of the year in FIFA. Then after that, the next year after, and he was really high up actually in a lot of rankings and all. And then you've got Mark ter Stegen. It's actually crazy. German keepers, they've got Manuel Neuer and ter Stegen, both world class keepers, but I don't know why people are picking ter Stegen. Well, I don't know, actually any of them can start, so Manuel Neuer's getting a wee bit old, but I would say he might still start. Then you've got like Jan Sommer, who's underrated. He's 5 million and Switzerland's goalkeeper. But then you've got Jan Kobel. Is it Jan Kobel? It's definitely not Jan Kobel. Gregor Kobel. Well, Jan Sommer, it's Jan Kobel. Not Kobel, who just lost his Dortmund Champions League final. He'll wanting to be keeping clean sheets, so I'd say he'll start. So that's really it. Pickford as well, England's goalkeeper. They can choose between him and Ramsdale. That's pretty much it. So he could be one because England are probably going to get far. The English fans think it. I don't really want England to get that far because I'm Irish, but I think I'm going to go for Mike Mignon. He's 0.5 more than Pickford, but he's a better keeper. Hopefully he actually starts for France because they've got the young keepers coming up like Samba, who's actually a good keeper. He got a team of season FIFA. I remember him. So yeah, you've got Mike Mignon, who is 18% selected, as you can see, and his price is 5.5, and it's handy because that's 10 million spent on keepers now. So let's just get into the defenders. So we've got Virgil van Dijk, who's been rock solid this year, and that Netherlands defence is crazy. You've got the likes of Jeremy Frimpong, Denzel Dumfries. One of them will start right back, or Jeremy Frimpong could be pushed upfield, and that's going to be our first players. Jeremy Frimpong, 34% selected. Van Dijk's got 33, but Jeremy Frimpong I think deserves to start after his season with Leverkusen. And he can play anywhere, and that's another reason. Like, he can play anywhere along that right hand side, right back, right wing back, right mid, or right wing. So I think, to be honest, he deserves to actually start for the Netherlands, but I think he's going to be, if he's like pushed up the pitch in games, I think he's a perfect man to put in our team, because he can also count as an attacker if he's pushed up the field. So we're going to go with him because he's 5.5 million, 34% selected him. And then, look, you've got Van Dijk there sitting at you, but I might not go down that route. I was looking at a few players, and one of them I will be putting in is the Italian. As you can see, I've got the Forza Napoli flag. I've got the Del Piero bucket hat on, but I'm going to be going for DiMarco, if this thing can work. DiMarco, because I think he is absolutely quality, and I think if he's taking set pieces for Italy, which like corners, even corners is a big aspect, and I think it'd be perfect if, you know, set pieces, free kicks out the left hand side, out the right hand side, swinging them in, and then corners as well. So I think he's 5 million, and I think he deserves to be starting for my fantasy footballs team, and we'll reveal the name later as one of the players involved as in the team. But then we've got, you know, you've got your other defenders like Antonio Rudiger, who will keep clean sheets for Germany. You've got Trippier, who will be contested starting, might start left back actually, but you've got like Kyle Walker and Trent. So, you know, I don't know if people are picking Trent if he goes midfield or not, but I think Kyle Walker should be starting ahead of Trent, especially after Kyle Walker's year. Kyle Walker has not got any well, he's very physical and he's very fast, and I think Kyle Walker hasn't lost any pace since. A lot of people said that actually hasn't lost any pace in the past couple of years, and he's like 34, so I think he probably should start for England. But I'm not going to go for an English defender. You know, I've got Van Dijk, Theo Hernandez sitting here, Gavardiol, who's a shout, who played well for City this year, but I'm actually going to go for a Spanish man called Alejandro Grimaldo. He's 5 million. He had a good year for Leverkusen as well, very good at set pieces, and he didn't really show it in the Europa League final I was at, but he got a lot of FIFA cards, that's how I know him, but also he's been in form, and if he's taking set pieces for Spain, again, it's the same as DiMarco, it provides points, extra points, than rather than getting clean sheets. Like Grimaldo and DiMarco might get clean sheets, but they might get an assist by passing it to their winger or something, you know what I mean? So that's 3 defenders now. So my probably starting team out of this is Mike Mignon, DiMarco, Grimaldo, Frimpong. Now I have a choice to play 3-5, or I could play the 4, and I'm going to add in a 4th defender. Now I'm tempted by Van Dijk. You know, I really am tempted by Van Dijk. I'm also tempted by Theo Hernandez, and I think it's criminal not to have Theo Hernandez in this team, a Frenchman in the defensive spot, because I think France will win it. I think Italy have a chance, but they're not as strong as Euro 2020, and I think Theo Hernandez will get far and he'll pick up clean sheets along the way. And if Mbappe's playing out the left sometimes and he passes it to Mbappe, you know, he's going to get a hell lot of assists. But then you've got Ferland Mendy, who could be challenging him, but is 28% selected, so I think I'll go for him. That's the last one. Well, I've got 4 defenders. I don't need a 5th one that's like going to get me points, so I'm going to go price low to high, and I'm just going to pick someone. This boy here, middle slot, I'm going to pick William. Is it William Faze? I'm going to check that. I don't think it's it like Faze? Right, hold on. Faze Clan. Wood Faze. I was thinking of a different player. This is Faze, and he's Belgium. I just remember him for playing for Leicester, and he might actually get some game time. Probably not, but he's 4 million, and he just covers expenses for us, so we can spend money in the rest of the team, like buy Indeer. Yeah. Now moving on to the midfields. I feel like this has been a very hectic video, so I'm just going to take a drink of water and sit back a wee bit, because for Ireland actually the weather is really warm right now at the summer, so you know that's actually a good thing for once. But anyways, I'm going off on these tangents. Getting back to the Euro 2024, we've got a hell lot of midfielders and attackers, and this is where the 65.5 million comes into play. We just need to spend it, and you can see here the first one going into my team, 41% selected, 9.5 million is Jude Bellingham. Now Jude Bellingham's depends where England play him. You know, they've got Harry Kane up front, who scored 44 goals in 45 games, and he got 12 assists. And you know, you can't not bench Harry Kane after a season with Bayern Munich. But then Bellingham scored 23 goals and he had 13 assists in 42 games. So they're probably going to have to push Bellingham up to the cam position, but he'll have to play box to box as well. You know, you've got Phil Foden, who's my next player. Phil Foden's just, look, England, in my personal opinion, England have to build their team around them. Man City is my Premier League team. I think Phil Foden has to build around. I think England has to build around Phil Foden. He's just quality at the moment. He's on such good form, and the quality he brings from being in that 10 spot is major. And you know, scrolling down here, you've got Bukayo Saka, who's again the right winger. So you know, have got English talent, but the one question you can ask is who's actually going to run the show. You know, you've got plenty of young talent like Foden and Bellingham, but you know, for someone like Italy, like a Barella, like a Chiesa, that are going to really shine, like a Kvaratskhelia for I saw this the last day. I saw how to pronounce his name the last day, and it's like KH or something. So Kvaratskhelia, I'll try that. And he is going to be my next player. Okay, well, alright, well, what's happened to you then? Nah, what the heck happened here? Gaming. Yeah, you just go into gaming here if anyways we're actually wondering how to get to the fantasy football. You've got a match predictor, you've got a quiz arena, and you've got the fantasy football. Please tell me that saved my lineup, because I'm not going through that again. It has. Yeah, so my next player is going to be Kvaratskhelia. And he's 7 mil for Georgia. Now, no one's picking him, but my team's based around him. I'll get to the name in a while, but look, I've got the Napoli, Forza Napoli, wrong way. Did I put that the wrong way? I probably did put it the wrong way. Yep, I put it the wrong way. Forza Napoli. We've got the flag on, so you know, he's been major for Napoli in the past 2 seasons, and I think he'll be major for Georgia. I think Georgia will be actually decent and underrated in this tournament, because you have got the likes of, who is it again? I forget his name here. Hold on. It's like Mikmoutsevy. I think that's what it is. Yeah, so you've got Mamar Dashvili in nets, and then you've got Makautadze. Like, these names are too hard to pronounce. Georgia, get some real names like Nash. Anyways, so yeah, I think Georgia actually have a decent enough, like those 3 players actually decent. Now they just have to build around those 3 players, and I think Kvaratskhelia will go undetected in this Euros, because look, he may not get far, but like, he might actually score points, because any right back who faces up against him will be feared. And if you've got a good forward in, let me pronounce his name again, Makautadze, if you've got a good forward in him who's actually been scoring goals in the Ligue 1, I think he's at the Ligue 1, yeah. I think you can assist it to him, and Kvaratskhelia is he's unbelievable to watch. He brings a whole new talent to the game. Another one would be like Jeremy Doku, who I love watching. He's unbelievable to watch for City. He just brings an excitement. I am screaming at the TV to get him on the ball, because all he wants to do is take on his man, and then we skip. I want to learn that actually, but it's going to be really hard. He's really fun to watch. You know, when City pass it around for 5 minutes and they get the ball to him, he's 1v1 against his man. That's when you're screaming at the TV, when he goes at him and he scores, does a step overs, does his wee skip, and he makes it really exciting to watch. But I'm not going to go for him. We've got 2 two midfielders left, and I feel like we've got 40 million left. So what's that? We have 5 players, so we have 8 million per player if we work it out that way. But obviously that's not going to work. So we've got the likes of Kevin De Bruyne, who's been selected. I could go for Kevin, but I don't think he's having the season, the impact that he's having. I have Jamal Musiala down here, who at his home tournament, and I remember in Euro 2020, or was the World Cup, he actually cooked. He was actually really good to watch as well for Germany. I can't really scroll down because no harm. This Euro, I don't know if my computer, this Euro thing, it's really hard to scroll down. And if you're looking at goals in qualifying, no way Scott McTominay has 7 goals in qualifying. Scotland are actually might be, black horses. The dark horses, sorry, why do they call it the black horses? Well, the navy horses from Scotland. But you've got the likes of Scott McTominay, you've got Callum McGregor, you've got all the Celtic boys. Greg Taylor, who won't play because you've got Andy Robertson and Kieran Tierney there on the left side. But Dominic Szoboszlai as well. Bruno Fernandes. I actually watched Portugal the last night against Ireland, and I was actually surprised. I didn't think Portugal would be contenders for the Euros, but they were just toying about with Ireland. Ireland aren't good enough at the moment. I don't think the system suits them, but we'll get into that another day. But Portugal were just toying around with them, and Ronaldo looked really good, And the one goal where he did the step overs and he curled it with his left boot, top left, Scales actually defended well for that. If you watch back, he actually didn't give Ronaldo much, and just Ronaldo out of pure class just did that. And hopefully, for him, to be honest, actually, I hope he does well in the Euros, because he shuts up everyone that says he's playing in the Saudi League, a crap league, when he goes and does well in the Euros. But then you've got like Bernardo Silva, Ruben Diaz, Joe Cancelo. You've got actually such a strong Portugal team, and I honestly think that they might actually get far. I didn't think they would get far until I watched them last against Ireland. I know it's not hard to beat Ireland at the moment, but I was thinking they were good. But I'm going to go not Bukayo Saka. He hasn't been in his form this year. I would go Jeremy Doku. I would go Kevin De Bruyne. I'm tempted by Kevin, damn it. Right, let me see who Belgium have in their group. If it depends who Belgium have in their group. Nope, I don't want the country Belgium. I want Belgium national football team. Right, who do we have? They have Slovakia, Romania. You're right. Okay, Kevin De Bruyne is going, and he's up against players he can beat. And then that leaves the last midfielder. I will be probably getting rid of Kevin De Bruyne if he doesn't perform in the first 2 weeks. But the last midfielder, I've got 30 million left, so I'm going to have to go for someone cheap. And let me just sort it low to high. I have someone down here, this boy, the Georgian. He might actually play because 5% selected him, but it's probably because he's the first one that pops up when you go price low to high. People can't be bothered scrolling all the way down. That leaves me with 3 players left and 26 million to go. So I think the best way to do this is just go all out and buy every forward. Well, the first one has to be we all know who it is, Kylian Mbappe. 77% selected. He was unreal in the World Cup, and he's probably going to be unreal in the Euros as well. France are going to get far, in my opinion. We'll save the predictions for another day, but he's going to be a shining light for them. And then you've got Ronaldo. I'm actually looking at Ronaldo now because of his performance the last time. Kind of swayed. I'm actually kind of swayed. Right, well, I've got to represent Italy. I've only got one Italian player in the squad, so I'm going to go Chiesa. Because Italy may not as be good. Right, good English, Flynn. They may not be as good, but if you have Chiesa on your team, I think, he'll be the shining light for them. He's like the key player, with the likes of Barella and all. He will do well for them. And he'll go forward at players, and he can play up front, he can play out the left, he can play out the right, he can play anywhere. And I hope he does well. I hope Italy do well, but I don't know. I could see them getting beat later on the tournament goes. I haven't really got many German players in. I haven't got a German player, and I was going to go. It was either De Bruyne or Musiala, or Wirtz, but I don't know if Wirtz is actually. We'll come back to it in a second. Our last forward. I'm actually. Right, hold on. Let's see if we got rid of De Bruyne. I'm getting rid of my. I'm actually thinking about Ronaldo now. Damn it, we're short. What about if I go? Can I search for Wirtz? Wirtz is 7.5. Yeah. We're 0.5 off. I don't know. I don't know. Get rid of Hernandez, maybe. Nah. Yeah, I think we get rid of Wirtz. I think we have to get rid of Ronaldo. We can't have Mbappe, Bellingham, Foden, and Ronaldo all in the same team. I think. Do you know what? I had this boy down once I saw fantasy football, and it's DUeHAc from Girona. He's Ukrainian, and he was the top goal scorer in the La Liga last year, and yeah, he had 41 games, 25 goals. And I think if you look at Ukraine's group, they're in the group with Slovakia, Romania, and Belgium. And Belgium's backline, if you look at it, isn't that strong. Jan Vertonghen, who's getting old, Wout Faes, as I said, his name earlier was William, Thomas Munier. So, I don't think their backline's that strong. You've got Thibaut Courtois in nets, who's class. But I think DUeHAc, he's underrated. And I think Ukraine can actually go far, as they do in every tournament they probably go into. There, you can't sleep on Ukraine when they play teams. So that leaves you with 9.5 million for the midfielder. Now, I could go De Bruyne, or I could spare 7 million and go Ronaldo up front, or I could go Barella to keep that Italian up. But I don't think I'm gonna try and search up here Barella's stats during the Barella stats Euro 2020. Of course, he's gotten better since Euro 2020, but I wanted to see what this is transfer market. But I wanted to see if he's actually did he cook in the Euro 2020? Because if he did, I'll put him in. But I don't think he was that good on stats. Right, we have to find this now. Look, UEFA late, yeah, Serie A. Oh no, please, Italy Cup, Euro 2020. He got one, yeah, right. He's got 1 goal and 2 assists. He'll be good for Italy, like he'll run the show and all, but I don't think he'll get much stats. And we're looking for stat padding here, so we're gonna go Kevin De Bruyne just because of his quality. Like, he's just unbelievable in the pitch, and I think you have to go. Any fantasy team you have to go for him. So I think that's my team now. So in goal, we've got, well, let's just summarise it here. My starting 11. In goal, Mike Mignon. Actually, John, sure, we get to pick our team after. Yeah, we'll do that. So we've got Bayindir and Mike Mignon as our 2 keepers. We've got DeMarco, Grimaldo, Hernandez, and Frimpong and Faes as our 5 at the back. We've got Phil Foden, Kvaratskhelia, De Bruyne, this random Georgian book, Bellingham, and then we've got Chiesa, Mbappe, and DUeHAc. That forward line is dangerous, no harm. Yeah, we're just gonna continue. Pick your starting XA. Oh, how do I go down? No, let me go down. Oh, such a stress to go down in this thing. Alright, so about. I can't see the subs. Right, I can pick it in a while, hopefully. Pick your captain. I'm gonna say Mbappe. Mbappe has to be your captain. Your vice captain has to be De Bruyne. Your enter team name. Now, this is where the team name goes good. Kvaras. Let me do the comma. You aren't allowed commas. Kvaras Kings. Maybe not go all caps. Kvaras Kings. So Kvaratskhelia, Kvaras, Kavicius. Nah, Kvaras Kings. I think if I could put in a stupid comma thingy there, but I can't. So, Kvaras Kings, Kvaras Crusader, Kvaratskhelia Crusaders, Kvaratskhelia Kings. I think Kvaras Kings is short and has a nice ring to it, so I'm gonna go Kvaras Kings. Kvaras Kings are too good to go. I was gonna say too good, but good to go. Yeah, right. Save. Team successfully. Saved successfully. Right, my team. Look at the matches there. Right, make subs. Oh yes, yes, I can see it. Right, Mignon's going to nets for Bayindir. With phase. Nope, you're not getting subbed in. Right, okay. Hernandez, DeMarco, Frimpong, Grimaldo. That's a good backline. Bellingham's getting subbed in for. Who do France have now? Right, who do France have? I can check like fixtures, can't I? Fixtures. Right. They have Austria first. Right, so who's the hardest game out of my backline first? They have Albania first. They have to keep him in. Who do Dutch have? They have Poland. Alright. Spain have Croatia. Right, we're getting rid of Grimaldo. If Grimaldo cooks, we're getting rid. Oh, it's so hard. No harm. Right, we're getting rid of Grimaldo. Oh, the fixtures show us there. Right. Romania, Ukraine have your Romania. Chiesa has Albania.
Austria, Mbappe, right? Kevin De Bruyne, Slovakia, that's a good one.
Turkey has, Georgia could do a result against Turkey. And Serbia has England. Right, we're going to get rid of. This is tough. I'm going to get rid of Hernandez. We'll see after the game, but I feel like Grimaldo, if he's actually taking set pieces, but Croatia will score, will they? Yeah, I don't really trust Spain at the back. Right, I'll probably be changing my team after, so I'll stick with that there. Our captain's Mbappe. Can I make a vice captain? We'll have to make it. Nope. Okay, right. So there's no such thing as vice captains. Kevin De Bruyne doesn't even have a picture. He's too good for a picture. Right. That's it. Confirmed. That is our Euro 2024 fantasy football team. Right. So we're gonna create a league quickly here now. So we're gonna create a league. Oh no, I don't want a private league, do I? I do want a private league. Right, create a league. Football with Flynn Show. Yeah, right, that'll do. Flynn Show. Football. Right, that'll do. Yeah. Well, I was trying to think of any good names. Oh, right. My name should be Football's Coming Rome. Football's Coming Rome. Yeah, right. I'm changing it. Football Coming Rome. And then we go, right, can I like, Football's Coming Rome. It's coming Rome. It's coming. Alright, why am I singing? And then we can just go, yeah, that'll do. Right, create a league, and that's the code there. So, capital DUeHAC. That's your code. I think we can copy the code and we can put it in the description below in the link. But if you're watching the video, do actually go and make a Euro fantasy football team. You probably have already, but join the league. It's a good league to join because I'm going to go win it as usual in every league. But yeah, I think that's going to be it for today. I hope you enjoyed. I ranted on there for about like half an hour about how good Kvara's Kings is going to cook in the Euros with the Italian boys. And Kvara, come on Napoli. Even though I've seen every team as in Atalanta, I like all Italian teams. Short but sweet. I like every Italian team because they're better than English teams. The atmosphere's better. We're not going to get into that actually. Everything, I think the football's better. It's more exciting. It's more open, and the atmosphere's better. The fans are better, and I like all of the Italian gear, to be fair. But yeah, I think that's going to be it for today. Hope you enjoyed. We'll be back soon with maybe a match predictor, but we'll see. But hope you enjoyed. Do join that league. And yeah, I think that's it for today. Goodbye.